Next and last is Unclaimed. You select the country that you want to search in, and if your country is not showing up and you've asked that it be added, click on the refresh button first. Now we're going to create a new campaign, and you'll select your state. Now we'll select the city, and you can select a single city or multiple cities, and you can select the city by starting to type the first few letters of the city name. Okay, and when it comes up you can click on it, or say you want all cities that have Ville in the name. So here we've got 31 cities displayed, and you can go ahead and select all of these. So, and then once you've selected them, if you think that you may want to search these cities again for other niches, click on My Cities List and Save Selected, and give it a name that will differentiate these cities from others. And then go ahead and click on Next, select the niche, and you can do the same sort of thing if you want everything to do with auto, detailing, body shop, financing, glass. You can go ahead and select each of those, or attorney, and you can select all the different attorneys in here. So you can just start typing a keyword and see how many of each is in that niche. And just be aware, again, the more cities and the more niches you select, the longer the search takes. Once you have a selection of niches and you would like to save them, you click on My Niche List and Save Selected, and give it a name that differentiates it from others, and then click Get Companies. This is likely to take quite some time because I selected 9 cities and 21 niches. So I'm going to stop and let this do its thing, and we'll come back. I actually ended up changing the search criteria. One thing I didn't do though was change my search settings, and I ended up doing a search for reviews. When you're using the Unclaimed search engine, you don't need to add Unclaimed because all of the results that you get will be unclaimed. Just know that if you want different search results in any of your searches, you need to first change the search settings. Okay, so here is our campaign completed, running. Now we go and click on campaigns. Depending on how big your campaign was, it may take a moment or two for the campaign to load. So just keep breathing. The campaign that loads is always the last one that ran. So if you want something different, you'll come up to this bar underneath World and click on the little drop down arrow and go through your campaigns and select whatever it is you want to use. And you have these 6 buttons here are the same regardless of the search engine you use. You can create a campaign, modify. Here you click on email, and here is where you connect the email to your campaign. You can remove a campaign. So whatever campaign is in the screen is what will be removed. You can clone the campaign. Say you run a bunch of campaigns, different cities or something, and they're all in the same niche, and you want to combine them. You can export them and click here on the export button, export them, combine them, edit them, remove blank spaces, do whatever it is you want to do to them. and save it as a CSV file, and then come here and import. So we're going to work with what we have here. If you come down the right side bar, default is it's checked to include results that have no email. If you want to see only results that have email, you click on this checkbox and remove the check mark. So now all you will see are results that have email. If you've not yet set up or modified the email that you're going to use with this campaign, we'll come across and click on email, and you can go to library, and the Unclaimed campaign has to do with maps, and I happen to have downloaded them. So we'll come and select the first email and click on modify, and you can go through this email and set it up however you wish. And it's a good idea to read through the entire message, make sure that it reads the way you wish it to read, and edit anything. And here you can insert the video link, and this will be for the Maps Master video, so you'll send them to your website. You can add the tracking to it, and this will let you know when somebody clicks on the link to your video. So you're going to put your URL or whatever site you're going to send them to and click OK. And whenever you see this sort of thing here, it means you need to delete this information and enter your information. So insert your phone number and or your email address, and then your name and your phone number. If you come to the end of a sentence and you hit enter, it will advance 2 spaces. If you hold down the shift key and hit enter, it advances 1 space. And delete what you don't need. This token here will enter the company name and the niche that you have searched for, and we'll click on save. Once your email has been modified, you want to send a test email to make sure that all the modifications look correct. So click on test email. Email has been sent. So I did receive the test message, and you see it has this little spam thingy up on top. It ended up in my inbox, so I'm not sure why it's showing up with spam. So what I'll need to do is take this message to a spam checker and see why it's showing up as spam. But it did come. Once you've modified all of the email that you wish to send, connect to the campaign, you go back to campaign, click on email, and I've modified Maps Master 1, but I'm going to send all of them over to the left side, and you see the 0 means that the email will be sent immediately that the campaign is started. 5 means there'll be a 5-day space between the first email and the second, and you can hit the up down arrows and change that length of time. 10 will be 10 days from the first email, or you use the up down arrows and change that, and click OK. These emails are now connected with this campaign. Now we go and select the email addresses that we wish to use for the campaign. On the right hand column, you can click on the buttons that you want to use. You can select all email, deselect all email, or auto select email. And selecting all email will select all that aren't highlighted in yellow, and auto select will check the first email address in any section that has email in it. Then you can go ahead and click Start Campaign, or you can send a test email from here too if you want to make sure that the email looks proper. Once that's taken care of, you go ahead and click Start Campaign, and you're off and running. You just need to let your computer run and the campaign run until it is completed, and that takes care of this tutorial.